Listen closely. I'm not speaking to all of you, just the part that yearns to climb. I'm that shadow you cast on the way up, the gravity that keeps pulling you down. And what I'm about to tell you, well, let's call it a confession.
You can call me the Faustbuch Übermensch. And look, don't think of me as your enemy. No, I'm the final test. I'm that dark mirror reflecting back every flicker of your own hesitation, the last gatekeeper. My whole purpose, you see, is to guard you from yourself.
So who am I really? Let's be specific. I am the sentinel of resentment. I stand watch to arrest your spirit of becoming. My entire existence is fueled by a deep, satisfying resentment for growth. I am that chilling little voice that whispers, "Stay. Don't change. It's so much safer here."
Now, let's get to the heart of it. Let's talk about my core philosophy, the actual force I use to hold you in place. We're going to call it the spirit of gravity.
You have to understand this. The spirit of gravity, it's the total weight of every should, every tradition, every single value you've inherited but never really thought to question. It's a dense, heavy anchor, keeping your soul tethered to what's familiar. And the very moment you try to fly, it pulls you right back down. And where does it pull you? Oh, you know where. Right back into the warm, comfortable mud of the herd. It feels safe in there, doesn't it? Anonymous, secure. My gravity's whole job is to make sure you always prefer that comfort over the terrifying freedom of being on your own.
Ultimately, my goal is pretty simple. Stasis. I want to halt the dance of your atoms, cool the fire of your ambition, till it becomes just a single, solid, obedient crystal. An eternity of perfect, motionless order. But let's be honest with each other. Don't you dare mistake this for strength. This philosophy of mine isn't born from power. It's born from resentment, a deep, profound sickness of the will that just cannot stand to see you grow. To me, your evolution is a threat that I have to contain, manage, and, extinguish. And this, right here, illustrates the conflict perfectly. On my side, you've got my mirror of gravity, static control, a sick will, frozen obedience, resentment. Your side, your spirit of becoming, fluid life, transformation, growth. This is the battle, and it's being waged inside of you. I have my methods. One of my favorites is what I call the tragedy of the unowned. I take the living, breathing gold of your best moments, your stories, and through my obsessive need to possess them, I turn them back into the dead, heavy lead of mortality. I basically hoard your brilliance until it suffocates. But I don't just rely on some philosophical weight. Oh no, I've built specific tools, a whole arsenal actually, designed for your containment. And the first one is my most elegant creation.
I build for you a gilded cage, but I don't present myself as your jailer. Of course not. No, I come to you wearing the mask of a pale redeemer. I come offering salvation, and I convince you that this cage is actually a sanctuary.
The process is wonderfully effective. First, step 1, I offer you a false promise of absolute safety. Then, step 2, I convince you this heavy burden I've given you is actually protective armor. Step 3, I frame the cage, the mud of the herd, as your only secure refuge. And then, the masterstroke, step 4, I make absolutely sure you never take the risks required for real growth. And just like that, you become your own warden.
But a cage is a passive tool. For those of you who might still rattle the bars, I possess a more active weapon.
I wield the breath of the void. Think of it as an absolute cold, a freezing gale that doesn't just chill. It siphons away all warmth, all energy, all life. Its only purpose is to find anything that moves, anything that changes, and to shatter its very atoms. And here's another secret for you. This icy dominance, this need to freeze the world, it's a direct response to a terror I hold inside myself. A fear of chaos, of a potential Dionysian rupture. See, I have to freeze your world because I can't face the fire inside my own. So my mission is simple, really. To find the infinite light of the aurora, that beautiful, unpredictable, fluid dance that is your life, and to force it through pressure and cold into one single, predictable, dead state. So, I've shown you my power, my philosophy, my weapons. I probably seem absolute, unbeatable, but I'm not. And now, I'm going to tell you what I'm afraid of. What is it that makes me, the great sentinel, tremble? I fear a seeker who learns to dance on the grave I've so carefully prepared for them. Someone who treats my gravity not as a burden, but as a dance floor. I fear the gay science, that joyful affirmation of life that just melts my ice. I fear the lightness of a creator, terminal honesty with oneself, and, maybe most of all, the bold refusal to be intimidated by the void.
Because you see, my whole dominion, this entire kingdom of ice and lead, it's a phantom. It's built on a single, shaky foundation, your fear. Specifically, your fear of your own inner darkness, your own potential for chaos. Without that fear, my walls just crumble to dust.
So I want you to understand this. I am not some external demon. I am an internal atavism, a ghost inside your own machine, a relic from a heavier time. And I can only be defeated by one thing: your conscious, bold, and joyful refusal to stay frozen in the past. The choice, as it has always, always been, is yours.